I just think she needs to stay off social media.
Dorinda Medley is reacting to Jen Aiden's Jersey Mike's meltdown.
Such a huge fan. Like, I wanted to go up to her and go, no, please let me pick something for you.
Plus, Melissa Rivers is bringing her fashion police expertise to the Golden Globes carpet. And exclusive details about why Patti LaBelle's camp thinks she's being painted as a villain. We're breaking down the biggest celebrity moments you won't want to miss on this week's Page 6 Fix. Fires raging through Los Angeles have devastated and displaced many, including Hollywood stars. Paris Hilton, Adam Brody and Leighton Meester, Anna Faris, Miles Teller, Anthony Hopkins, John Goodman, and Kobe Smulders' home were all destroyed, with photos obtained by Page 6 showing the destruction left behind by the disaster. Mark Hamill, Mandy Moore, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, Alabama Barker and Landon Barker and Whitney Cummings all shared that they too had to evacuate the catastrophic fires. Prince William celebrated his wife Kate Middleton's 43rd birthday with a touching tribute. The strength you've shown over the last year has been remarkable, the Prince of Wales wrote on Instagram with a never-before-seen photo. George, Charlotte, Louis, and I are so proud of you. Happy birthday, Catherine. We love you. Kylie Kelsey gave some insight on what the name of her and Jason Kelsey's fourth daughter will be. On a recent episode of her Not Gonna Lie podcast, Kylie says they're likely sticking with the gender-neutral route.
Because we have Wyatt Elliott Bennett. So if we do a full commit to a girly name at this point, it would not sit well with the other three, I think. Eventually they'll be like, why did they get a cute girly name?
That family bond continues to grow. And speaking of a growing bond, Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster were seen holding hands for the first time since their secret relationship was exposed. Page 6 broke the news of their romance, and our editor Ian Moore and senior reporter Mara Siegler have exclusive details about their romance.
We told you about it first. Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster have gone, I guess you'd call it public with their relationship. I'm Ian Moore, the editor of Page 6, here with senior reporter Mara Siegler, who broke the news that Sutton Foster was getting divorced and that she and Hugh Jackman were a couple, and now they've been seen. We were wondering, we thought it would be a red carpet, but they were seen where?
They were seen walking down the street, sort of just paparazzi. I think your source had said.
Yeah, so they were in Santa Monica. I mean, oddly, they were walking on Montana in Santa Monica just, a few days ago. Now that area has been literally evacuated, so they would not be holding hands in that spot. But, it's a very fancy little street, and actually it's funny because a source of mine, it was right after the Golden Globes, called me and was like, hey, I'm eating in a restaurant and I see Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster holding hands outside. And I started to jump into action, but then they said, oh, there's actually a paparazzi jumped out of nowhere, took some photos of them and then ran off. And then the photos, we published the photos, so did People and a bunch of other outlets. But yeah, we were kind of waiting for this. You actually knew about this story literally a year before we reported it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been called, Broadway's worst kept secret, I think. So they starred in The Music Man together starting in 2021. And at the time, he was married to Deborah Lee Furness, and she was married to the screenwriter of Ocean's 11, Ted Griffin. Since then, they have both divorced their spouses. And when the divorce for Sutton happened, that was in October, and a source had told us, her and Hugh Jackman were hanging out a lot, but they were keeping it very private, and they were sort of sneaking around a bit, just not being in the public eye. So this was the first time they made, I guess it was People magazine official.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for more on this story, of course, we will keep you posted, and I think this is the first of many appearances for this new-ish couple.
They'll be on a red carpet soon, I'm sure.
The Broadway beaus we love. Well, Dorinda Medley isn't afraid to speak her mind, and she's weighing in on Real Housewives of New Jersey star Jennifer Aiden's Jersey Mike's meltdown with our virtual reality hosts Danny Murphy and Evan Reel.
Do you think that after the Jersey Mikes of it all, what do you think about Jennifer Aiden's future on the show? Because I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about the poor Jersey Mikes employees and how much I love Jersey Mikes.
I know, it just makes me want to stop. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I've never been to Jersey Mike's, but I want to go now.
Oh, we have to go. It's so
is
good.
Is there a Jersey Mike's in New York?
Is there? I don't even
so,
know.
yeah.
I think there is. I've had Jersey Mikes in New York City,
What
yes.
makes this Jersey Mike's so great?
I think they call it Mike style, where they put a bunch of oil and vinegar and salt and pepper, and there's this relish that they put. It's so good.
Oh, so it's like an old-fashioned sub.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
delicious.
Yeah, it's an old-fashioned. I just think she needs to stay off social media.
I know.
I mean, mean, I just don't know how you could, like, it's one thing, we've all done it, we've all filmed something, and whenever you look, you're like, oh no. I mean, I've filmed stuff where stuff is in the background or there's something showing that shouldn't be showing, and I'm like, oh, because, I mean, review your videos. Review your videos before you post them.
The thing is, I think she did review the video and felt really good about posting it.
Can I tell you the truth? I'm trying to skirt around this. I have no idea what she was thinking. That was so offensive when you watched it. It may, for any of us who ever worked in service or have family and friends that work in service, you couldn't be any worse. It was a holiday, January 1st, a new year, early in the morning. It was like, what time? 6 in the morning. So you got to figure that poor woman who was, 80 or something, was getting up at 3 in the morning to
make
make a
subs
sandwich.
for Jennifer Aiden.
It's just not anything I can understand.
And she got booted from the Housewives crew, so now there's a spot open. It's Dolores, Teresa, and maybe Dorinda.
Oh,
that'd be a fun
On the
trio.
cruise?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Would
Gosh, you're really pushing that, aren't you?
We 1,000% are pushing it.
Because we'll be on the cruise because we want to party with you.
And we'll be right back with more exclusive stories from Page 6. Music icon Patti LaBelle's team is reportedly not happy with the way she's portrayed in a new documentary. Page 6 senior reporter Carlos Greer's got exclusive details about why they're upset and shared what sources told him with us.
So, Luther Vandross, he has a documentary out right now called Luther Never Too Much. CNN acquired it, and Patti LaBelle is featured in the documentary, but it's not an actual interview with her. It's a clip from her 2017 interview on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. I don't know if you remember this, but she got a lot of backlash back then because she talked about Luther's sexuality, and she outed him, saying that he was afraid to come out publicly due to not wanting to upset his mom, and he didn't want to share it with the world.
Basically, he did not want his mother to be, although she might have known, but he wasn't going to come out and say this to the world.
And so they included that in the documentary, but they didn't provide the full context of her relationship with Luther. She was friends with him until the very end. They're extremely close. And so if you watch the documentary, it appears as if she's just being messy and not bashing him, but just being messy and gossiping about his sexuality when Luther was notoriously private about his sexuality when he was alive. And so our sources are telling me that they're not happy with it, that it paints her in a very bad light and it paints her as a villain.
Celebrities aren't strangers to unexpected heartbreak and surprise romances. Writer and comedian Brian Foss is taking an inside look at recent actors, musicians, and reality TV stars whose love wasn't meant to be forever, and those who are giving it another shot.
When it comes to love in Hollywood, it's all about makeups and breakups. This week, Page 6 sources spotted ex-Flames Kate Beckinsale and comedian Matt Rife smooching at Netflix's Golden Globes party. A spy told us they were kissing and being affectionate in a corner at the hotspot Spago, and that their canoodling was more romantic than a full-on makeout session. The exes were once a May-December couple. She's 51, he's 29. We love a cougar. Rawr. They dated back in 2017 when he was just 21. The British actress has a thing for younger guys and comedians. She also dated SNL alum Pete Davidson. I mean, who hasn't? Well, from makeups to breakups, TMZ is reporting that Jessica Alba and her husband of 17 years, Cash Warren, are headed for divorce. Their family of 5 just spent Thanksgiving down in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and they also celebrated Christmas together. But Alba's left hand was notably covered in all of her Instagram pics. And another one bites the dust. Kaya Gerber and Austin Butler reportedly called it quits at the end of 2024 after 3 years of dating. A source told TMZ that the decision was mutual and there was no animosity between the two. So we can rule out that it wasn't because he wouldn't stop doing that Elvis voice.
My boy. Woo! God. Oh man, all my words are leaving me.
Thank you very much. Well, if it is true, it'll be sad to see these two go. They made a stunning couple on the red carpet. I mean, she's Cindy Crawford's daughter. Those are some good genes. And we leave you now with Southern Charm star Craig Conover. He finally opened up about his surprise split from Paige DeSorbo, revealing on Instagram that he was blindsided by the news over the holidays.
I'm still processing everything, which is normal. I mean, 3-year relationship, your best friend who you talk to all day, every day, and then they're just gone.
Ouch, that hurts. Sending hugs to one of Page Six's favorite Bravo stars during this tough time.
As the first major award show of the year, the Golden Globes set the tone for what the rest of the season's red carpets might look like. And Page Six style and shopping director Alana Fishman caught up with Melissa Rivers to unpack what worked and what didn't.
Who are some of your personal favorites of the night and why?
Zoe Saldana.
So good.
Come on.
So
the
good.
dress, the body, the hair, the makeup, the big on-trend chocolate brown, the big, huge wrap walking in. You know, she owned it. She owned the carpet, full stop. I, of course, like Zendaya. When do you not like Zendaya and Louis Vuitton?
Never gonna be bad. I mean, and another look that was very, I thought, like, throwback to 50s, 60s structured ball gowns, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Everyone was so reading from the same playbook.
So how about looks that you thought missed the mark for any reason in particular?
Ali Wong, the gloves did not add. And I understood what the dress was. The only thing I could think about was it felt to me like it was in the garment bag too long. Such a huge fan. Like I wanted to like go up there and go, no, please let me pick something for you.
Yeah.
The one everyone's talking about is Jeremy Strong.
Oh my goodness, the bucket hat.
The bucket hat, the color, the velour, the turtleneck, and the matching glass frames on the carpet.
Here's to more elegance in 2025.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Melissa, thank you so much for joining us. This is always so much fun. And I'll see you for the next one.
Now, Joan would be proud of that breakdown. And for more of celebrity news, head over to page6.com.